more gorgeous, gorgeous people. Today, we're going to look at why are they not calling me back? Why are they not calling me back? Be many reasons. It could be many kinds of people. Why is she not calling me back? Why is he not calling me back? Why is that company not calling me back? Why are my parents not calling me back? Why are they not calling me back? So we're going to pick 3 piles. Let's see how we're going to do that. There's 1, there's 2. Jumping right out here. We only want 1 more, and there you go. So you have 3 piles, and you didn't see that. So pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and of course we got do it that way. We have the 2 of Swords, the Ace of Swords, and the 7 of Swords. Now that's interesting. All these different, under the pile we have the 2 of Pentacles, all these different cards, and we get 3 swords. So it's going to be a good reading today. So yeah, let's put this over here. Out of the way. Man. All right, so if you want to pick your pile using just the cards, this is the Pulp Tarot cards. If you just want to use the cards, go now to see your pile. If you would like crystals, we have that too. We have 3 right there. So the crystals we have, for pile 1, we're going to use this peach morganite. Very pretty. For the Ace of Swords, yes, we're going to use the red jasper. And for the 7 of Swords, we're going to use the green fluorite. There. So if you would like to pick your pile that way, we have 1 more way to do it. And that's with the Zodiac. If you don't want to pick your pile with the Zodiac, please go over to the pile you have chosen. But for those who'd like to pick with the Zodiac, I'll do that now. Stirry, stirry. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Capricorn, Taurus, Sagittarius, and Aquarius. We have here Pisces, Leo, Virgo, and Scorpio. And then the last 4, Aries, Gemini, Libra. Where's the other one? There it is. Cancer. So if these are your zodiacs, you can use your sun, moon, or rising, or any other planet. Go there now, and I'll see you in your reading. Hi, pile 1. So you may have picked this pile because of the card, or possibly because of this peach morganite, or with the zodiacs. Now, if these are not your zodiacs, do not worry. That's just how some people like to pick their piles. Not necessarily meaning that it's not your pile. That's just one way to pick. So now we are looking for, right? Yes. We are looking for 5 cards. And each card is going to give us a little more in-depth answer to the question, why are they not calling me back? We got 1 more time. One, 2, 1 more, please. No, I'm sorry. Math. 3 more, please. 3, 4, 5. Okay, sorry for the noise. It's raining out. I don't know why the neighbors are hell-bent on running big machinery. Sorry about the noise. So, the 3 cards for your reading are the 3 of Wands, the 7 of Wands, the King of Pentacles, the 4 of Swords, and the 9 of Pentacles reversed. Interesting. So one thing we're going to do is add a few more to this pile. We'll do that right now. So here we have the Housewives Tarot, and I'm going to do a little shuffle. Probably bring out 3 cards. We'll see how many we're going to get. Come here. We'll see what happens there. More cards for clarifiers. There we go. We got 3. Very nice. These over here. And we're also going to get some of my nemesis here. My tea leaf fortune cards. And we're going to see what kind of mood they're in today, because it's always a fun job to try to just, without doing a 140 pickup on the floor, which does a good job of shuffling. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Very nice. And look at that. Oh, good day. Good day. Great. I am very, very happy with that. All right, so let's look. So let's take a look at what's going on here. So the question for the first card is the root cause of this no contact. And you got the 3 of Wands. So I'm going to say the root cause is distance. Now, I don't know if it's physical distance or maybe you've grown distant. But that is the reason that they're not calling you back, is distance. Now, distance can also mean that maybe they're in a different time zone, so getting your signals crossed might be happening. Or maybe you've grown distant and they're just not feeling like calling back. So we'll look at the second card. And the second card is their inner challenge. What's going on with them? And you got the 7 of Wands. So what this tells me is that maybe they are being challenged. Maybe in some of your conversations, you've kind of maybe given them reason to feel like they need to step up, they need to be more in your life. Maybe you're making some demands on them and they're just not wanting to pick up. They are feeling a little bit like if you look at the card, everyone's coming at them. And possibly you're being clingy. I'll show that. Possibly you're being a little clingy, very clingy. And they're feeling like they're having to defend where they are, what they're doing. And so possibly there was a fallout that led to the no communication, or possibly this has just been cumulative. They're feeling distant, or they are distant, and they're using that as an excuse to not call you back. So the healing energy needed, what needs to happen for this to get better, is the King of Pentacles. And that means that there's going to have to be some patience. You're going to have to control yourself and not just call every 5 minutes, text every 10 minutes. You're going to have to give them some space. And give space for, yourself too. But you need to see the truth of this situation. If you are being very clingy, it will drive them away. And it's giving them an excuse to maybe back off. So the healing energy needed right now is just have a little self-control. Have a little patience. Maybe look at the truth of what is going on, because the truth might be that it's just become too intense. So this one is the advice for moving on, and it's the 4 of Swords, and that says a break. That says space for yourself and space for the other person, and to kind of just feel yourself again, because it looks like this has been, like you're clinging on there, and they're moving away, and they're fighting their battles, and you're dragging on them. So you need to just rest. Give it a break. Give yourself a break. There's a lot of worrying going on. And absolutely, if someone is not calling you back, you want to know why. Why? Call me. You need to take that break. You need King of Pentacles energy to have this control and be a little more stable. And you might have to just take a break. Do a little self-healing. Take some me days. Really work on your mind, body, and spirit. Just know that you are enough and you do not have to chase. So the end result, future possibilities. The future is not written in stone. Future possibilities of reconnecting. And what the Nine of Pentacles reversed is saying is, no, it's going to take time. It's going to take some time. Because what's happening is you are wanting the rewards without the work. Or they are wanting something without having to work on it. I'm going to have to ask these cards, but there's something going on where one of you are unwilling to change something. And that might be what the argument was about. That might be why there's distance. But something is unwilling to change. And until that gets worked out, this is not going to be the way you want it, the results you want. So we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Six of Cups, and the Two of Wands. So what the Seven of Pentacles is saying is you're reassessing your efforts. Are you putting more effort in than they are? Well, obviously, if you're calling and they won't call you back, there's definitely more of an effort. But I'm talking about the reason why they're not calling back. Is it because you've had that argument? They're unwilling to change something. And so now when you're having your Four of Swords moment where you're taking the time to rest and to really think, then you need to look at all the effort that is going into this relationship. Is it worth it? Is this what you want? To be chasing someone, to be arguing with someone, to be clinging to someone. Do you want that in your relationship? And it doesn't look like it, but let's keep going. Another Six of Cups says that you've probably got a great history with these people, which makes it very hard to move on, very hard to let go. It's a good history together. So this is something else you need to consider when you're taking your break. You need to consider the past good. Is it still worth putting all that effort into it? And then we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is saying that you need to be making some future plans, contemplating future opportunities for yourself. You need to see that maybe this not calling back is the final chapter. And it will be good for your mental health, for your stability, to take a step back and say, if they are unwilling to change, is it worth my time to constantly fight with them? Now it's to the point they're not calling me back. I don't know if you have a history of like this is your cycle with them, but you do have a history, and that's kind of maybe what's keeping you together. So you need to reassess that. You need to look and say, I need to relax, make a decision. Do I keep calling, trying to stay in their life? They're not calling me back. I need to back off, and I need to think about what I want. Start thinking about yourself. What do you need? Let's look at some Bing bang bong. Cards. Turkey. Someone is behaving stupidly. Well, doesn't that explain the not calling back? Because we all know it's so annoying. Oh, come on. Answer your phone. Oh. But they're not calling back. Someone's behaving stupidly. And you need to take that into consideration. Do you want that in a friend or a partner? Do you want that childish, like, I'm not answering. I see you're there. I'm not. Hopefully you are not the one that's pushing them away. But I mean, there's some stupid stuff going on here. Pineapple. Reconciliation. Well, that could happen, and that's probably what you want. But if there's no change in behavior, you have to ask, do you want a reconciliation? See, this is saying no, and this is saying yes. So it's always up to you. But what you need to think about is the pattern of this relationship. Do you want to continue that? Bouquet. Compliments from admirer. Oh. Those are always nice. Maybe when you are dealing with your own, not problems, but you're dealing with your own stuff. During your break, possibly, maybe, you're going to find out that maybe in the wings there's an admirer. Who knows? Maybe. It'd be nice. Boot. Increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So definitely, I think that goes right here again, between these two. And the effort that you need to be putting in is not clinging to someone, not fighting with someone. The effort you need is you having the peace of mind, you working on yourself, you being the best you can be. And possibly, other options are going to come forward with that. Success. Well, we like that. So I think the end result, either way, is going to be that this is going to be the best road for you. Whether you guys come together and you're going to have a reconciliation, you're going to back off with the pressure. They're going to say, I'm going to change. I'm going to work on myself also. Hopefully when you are on this break, you're going to work on yourselves. And then maybe you can come together and maybe you can have that success. Kind of what it's saying. And then September. Do you think maybe reconciliation in September? That would be sweet. We're going to pull a couple more things because I think we need just a little bit more. So we're going to grab this oracle here. It's the Inner Child Oracle. I think it will go nicely with this reading. We're just going to see if there's any extra advice. Come here. Any extra work. Because I'm sure because there is a past, you would like to work this out. But let's see. Did you see that? Yeah, I think we've got a lot to say here. So let's quickly go over it and see what's going on. Lots of little things to add to this. How fantastic. Okay, so we've got choose yourself today. Do not deny your importance. Well, we're going to put them over here. That's fantastic. That's just exactly what we're looking for. Get lost. Fall deep into the realm of imagination. There is hope ahead. Have courage and take heart, for there is hope. And practice freedom. Release the weight of judgment. Okay, so I think you have a few things to think about when you are exercising your interest in being very true to yourself, taking control of the situation. So practice freedom, release the weight of judgment. I mean, is that what's going on here? Is that why they're not calling back? Is there like some kind of argument with that? So that's interesting. There is hope ahead. That kind of goes with the reconciliation and the success. Everyone wants to hear that, right? When you are on your break, get lost. Like really find out what is in your heart. Really think about what you want for your future and choose yourself. Choose yourself. I mean, it can't get any better than that. Thank you, Pile 1. I hope this helped with finding out why they aren't calling you back. I hope you have a great day and I hope to see you in future readings. Thank you. Hi, Pile 2. So you picked this pile, possibly because of the Ace of Swords, possibly because of the red jasper, and possibly with your zodiac signs. And if these are not your zodiac signs, that is fine. That's just one way that people like to pick their piles. It doesn't mean that this pile is not for you. So what we are going to do is we are going to pick 5 cards. And these 5 cards are going to give us more insight into why they are not calling you back. So we'll mix these up. A little shuffle, shuffle. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Let's see if we can get some cards. There's 1, 2. Okay, 3, 4, and too many, so no. 4, try again. 5. Sorry about that, I had someone come in, so let's get these in order. 3, 4, 5. All right, so we have the Wheel of Fortune, the 3 of Wands, the 2 of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the 5 of Pentacles. Yes. So one thing we're also going to be doing is grabbing some clarifier cards. And let's see how these are going to work out for us. I want a few clarifiers in here. There we go. I'll turn these over. And we also want my nemesis, the tea leaf fortune cards. So I'm gradually getting the hang of these little guys. Nope. Nope. Oh, trying to run. Stop it. Here we go. Awkwardly doing this shuffle. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my gosh. Okay, enough. That's going to be enough. Nobody pop out. Oh my gosh. What are you doing? All right. We did it. Didn't go all over the floor. I don't know how some people do that so beautifully. I'm not one of them. We'll put that here. Here. So let's take a look. So we start with the Wheel of Fortune. And the question for the Wheel of Fortune is the root cause of no contact. And you have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's been a change in the situation. Something happened and they're not answering your call. They're not calling you back. So something definitely happened. So what happened? Well, let's see. So their inner challenges, what they're feeling right now is the 3 of Wands reversed. So there's a lack of foresight here. There's delays. There's frustration. There's struggle. They are feeling powerless for some reason. So something has happened And they're really dealing with some heavy stuff. They're really feeling really frustrated. This person, sometimes when you're in a relationship and they get bad news or they're really struggling with something, sometimes they don't want to talk to you. And that might be because they don't want to bring you down or make you feel scared or make you feel like you need to fix it, because they have to fix it. They're in this struggle, and it could be that they got some news and they're dealing, and they're not talking to you right now. So let's look here. What's the healing energy needed? And we have the Two of Pentacles. So what needs to happen is these two areas, the two of you need to come back into balance. There needs to be some flexibility. And it looks like possibly this news might be about resources, so money, possibly. So you need to know that whatever they're dealing with right now, and they're trying to keep you out of it, or they're just like, they're in shock and they need a moment. Know that what's going to bring you back together is that you need to have some balance, that you need to know that they need to work on that, and you need to be supportive, possibly not putting your, 2 cents, 3 cents, 5 cents in, because if they're not talking to you now, they might not want that from you right now. So calling them and blowing up their phone is really kind of making them even more frustrated. So bring that balance in. Let them have their moment. Maybe leave a message to say, I'm here for you when you have the time. So why I say that is because the fourth question is advice moving forward, and that's the Hierophant. And what the Hierophant is saying, that possibly what needs to happen is that they need to talk to a professional. Now, if I'm right and it is about finances, then they need to talk to an accountant, possibly. They need to talk to a debt advisor. They need to talk, if it's not about money, then they need to possibly talk to a counselor. You possibly, for balance, if they do invite you in, just be the rock. Just be there for them to say, I'm here for you. If you need me to come in with you to help you, I'm there. But they're feeling that this struggle is theirs, and they're not bringing you in, and they're not answering your calls. So you need to know that this is something they're struggling with. And it's big enough that maybe they even need external help. And realize that it might not even be about you. So let's look at the last one, and that's future possibilities of reconciliation, and that's the Five of Pentacles. So this again says financial hardship and worries. So it looks like this is what's needed, because in the future, this is going to be the problem that's going to be in that relationship is money. It looks like money, or some kind of worldly wealth or worldly possession. Something is happening in their world. You can bring the balance in and help them, point them towards the help they need, because this is here. And also how you're going to deal with it. Maybe you're going to find out this news and you're going to, worry also. So maybe you should be here. It depends how strong that relationship is. Let's look at some extra cards to see how we can clarify this. And they're fantastic. So this is what's going to happen. You have the Sun. This is forward movement and success. So we're going to put that right here, because it does look like this is going to move forward. I mean, it always does. The future is always coming. It's going to move forward, but it's going to work out really well. it's going to be hard because this is going to be an issue for a while. And then when that help comes, it's going to be great. This is what needs to happen for you two to come together, is that worry needs to come down. And so realize that in this relationship, you have the strength. And that means that you're stronger than you think. You really are. You're going to be able to have this come into your relationship, and you're going to be the rock. You can be the rock. And it's going to be hard. But we won't sugarcoat that. It's going to be hard. There's going to be a lot of worry here, but you have the strength. You really do. You can be that rock. They need to realize how strong you are, because it almost looks like they are possibly not contacting you because they want to protect you from whatever is happening. And you need to let them know that you are strong. You're very strong. You can handle it. And so we have the Knight of Cups. And I do believe that this is where they are coming from. And your partner is a romantic. The problem is they could probably be easily discouraged. So that tells me this may or may not be as big as they think. But you're strong. You're going to point them in the right direction. You're going to get them the help you need. And from that, there's still going to be worries. It's not we'll get help and everything will be fixed. It looks like it's going to take a lot of work, because that worry is there. But it's going to get fixed. Possibly even your relationship's going to be stronger, because you're being very strong through all of this. And let's see a few more. We have Tiger, doing something risky, taking a chance. Possibly that might mean telling them that you are here for them, and they need to take that chance to let you in. Because right now they're not talking to you because they feel like, oh, this is my problem. I'm going to deal with it. You don't need to worry about it. And you need to let them know, I'm here. Tree, affairs with your family. I've been saying that this has been a couple thing, but maybe it's a family thing. Maybe if they that are not calling back is the children or the parents. If it's children, well, definitely they don't want the parent to know that they're struggling financially. They don't want to worry you. You are the perfect person to get them help. If it's a parent that doesn't want you to know, that's kind of a different thing, because they really don't want you to worry. But you do need to show them that you can be there to help. Because sometimes parents don't want to ask for help, and sometimes parents definitely don't want to look for help. That's kind of the generation. You can help them with that. This might be a long time problem. And now it's come to a head and they're just they're not talking. You need to know that, yeah, maybe you need to step in. Bring that balance to the relationship and say, hey, I'm strong enough. I can help you with this. We have Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. Definitely. Success with effort. I do believe that stepping forward will bring and help with the success there. Tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. Well, I do believe that's what's going to happen here once you bring in a professional for whatever is going on. It is going to be slow, and that's what the Five of Pentacles says. That worry is just not going to go away overnight. That worry is there, and it's going to have to be there for a while for whatever reason, and it is slow and steady. But the tortoise usually wins. Vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Well, that might be coming along here too, right? That might be a real big reason they're not talking to you, is whatever has happened with the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune, when you're on top of the wheel, you have the luck, and when the wheel is turning, everybody comes down. But when you're down, the wheel is still turning and everyone goes back up. So at this point, it looks like something has happened. They are now in the downswing. And yeah, there might be some depression, some anxiety, definitely some anxiety. That's a real good reason not to be, giving that to you, talking on the phone. Maybe they're just trying so hard to deal. So yes, you need to bring that balance. Let's look at career. Always career. February and October. Well, it could be October to February or February to October. These 2 months might be key months for when you finally get on the right road to solving whatever has happened in this relationship. The fact that it's October and February, they're very far apart. That tells me that this will take time. Like the tortoise says, this will take time to sort out. This will take time to fix. This will take time, even take time for them to even just call you, because they're trying to deal. And be that rock, be there, trying to bring balance, especially mental balance. When you know someone is in your corner, everything just seems just a little bit brighter. You're not alone. And I think that's like the message of this right here, is to make sure your partner, your parent, your child, whoever is not calling you back at this time, let them know, leave them a message to say, I'm here when you need to talk. I'm here with whatever you're going through. I won't bug you, but know that I'm in your corner. I'm going to check up on you later on this week. Possibly, if that's something you do. But this looks like, yeah, there's definitely a reason they're not calling you. And I hope you guys can figure it out. And thank you, Pile 2. This has been very enlightening. I enjoyed this reading, and I hope to see you in the next one. Hi, Pile 3. You have picked the 7 of Swords, and possibly you've picked this pile because of this green fluorite. Took me a second. You might have also picked it because of the zodiac. If that's not how you picked it, that's okay. That's how some people like to pick it, and it does not mean it's not your pile. It's just that some people pick piles differently. So, there. So what we're going to do is we are going to shuffle the cards, and we're going to look at why they are not calling you. Shuffle these a bit, and then we'll pick 5 cards. One, two. Oh, hey, good thing I did that. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we have 5 cards, which is what I wanted. Let's take a look at them. We have the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Hermit, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 5 of Pentacles. Wow. I shuffle these, and sometimes cards really have a way of coming out, no matter how much you shuffle them. So let's start. Oh, no, wait. We're going to draw some little clarifiers. 4. All right, so let's 2 and 3. Now we're going to bring out my nemesis, the Tea Leaf Fortune card. Give them a little shuffle. See if they've been really good for me today. I appreciate the days I do not have to pick these up off the floor. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Stop it. 5 and 6. Yes. Okay. Okay. No, you just, okay, stop. Oh, look at that. Oh, super. Let's get these over here. So, pile 3. It looks like we're going to start here, of course. Number 1, root cause of no contact. And it's the 10 of Cups. It's domestic bliss. It's the happily ever after. Wow. So, it looks like they are happy. So, I am getting something very interesting because we have the King and Queen of Pentacles and we have the 10 of Cups. This does talk about their inner challenges and advice for moving on. And this kind of looks like they have their own bliss. They have their own happily ever after. And you are not part of that. You are the other person, or you are intruding on their happiness. I mean, I'm sorry, but this is a different reading. And so they're not calling you back because whatever they're doing, they are blissfully happy and they're not taking your calls. Oh, so their inner challenges is that they have the power in this relationship. You are not the one that has the power. You're the one that is always going after them. They have the power. They have the control. They might be hiding the truth of why they're not answering the phone, but they have the patience to go like, I don't have to talk to them right now. They don't have to. They're blissfully happy. You're the one calling them, and they're ignoring you. So what needs to happen? I'm so sorry. But what needs to happen is you need this energy of the hermit. You need some introspection. You need to look within to get the answers. You need to pause and be quiet. Stop chasing the person who has the power. You need to get your own power. And this is where we're coming right quick, fast, boom. We're getting into number 4, and that's advice for moving on. And that's the Queen of Pentacles. You need to be financially independent. You need to feel your own power. This is the King and Queen of Pentacles, right? You need to know that you have as much power as this person. You do not have to chase them. I don't know if this relationship involves money, because Pentacles is money. But what you need, the advice is that you need to be financially dependent on yourself. Are you calling for money? Is this like a parent thing and you're calling for money and they're just like, I don't want to deal? Is it, okay, I'm going to say it. Is it a mistress? Are you the mistress? I don't want to do that. But if you are, you need to be independent because they're happy over here and they're not calling you. They're not calling you. You're not part of this happiness. They're not calling you back. And this hermit is telling me that you need to look deep in yourself. Like, what is this relationship? You are strong. You can be financially independent. You can be emotionally independent. You are strong. So you need to look at this. Possibly, here's another scenario. Is this like a blended family? And you're kind of on the outside. Are you like the step parent, maybe? I don't know. But there is some power struggle here. And they're just happy not talking to you right now. They've got their own thing going on. Sorry, pile 3. I'm going to be doing this a second time. The camera shut off and ooh. So I looked back at the video and I was talking here about the possible relationships that are going on here where this person has the power and they're happy with their power, and you are here asking for something, you want something, and they are just blissfully ignoring you. That's where I think we left off. And what you need to do is have some introspection. You need to look within for answers. Stop chasing them, pause, be quiet, kind of back off a little bit. So we're going to look at the last one, which in the video I don't think we got to, is the future possibilities. And that's the 5 of Pentacles. And that's temporary financial hardship and worries. So it looks like with this power struggle, this unbalance that is between the two of you, you will have these worries. You will be worried about the finances. You will, and you need to know that the king and queen have the power to make their own money, and you need to know that. You need to know that you do not have to end up over here, because this is where you're heading, where your hand, if you look, your hand is out, money, and you need to know that this does not have to be the outcome. You can take control. If you don't take control, you will end up with the worries and the stress and the temporary financial hardship. You don't want that. What you need to see is that this happiness, they are keeping for themselves. They have power over you, and they're not answering your calls. It's not healthy. So we're going to look at these 3 cards again. The 8 of Pentacles, the 10 of Pentacles, and the World. So great. This is what we need to hear. So the 8 of Pentacles is going to tell you that with time and hard work, you will be making your own money. You will not have to be dependent on them to give to you. I don't know the situation here, but it looks like you are wanting something and they are controlling if you get it or not. And you need to know that you can control it. The 8 of Pentacles is hard work, attention to detail, and you can do this yourself. You do not have to end up here. The 10 of Pentacles tells me, yes, look at that. You're going to get everything. You're going to have the abundance, a long-term success. You're going to be able to do this yourself. No more asking, no more begging, no more relying on someone else. So the World also says it's the end of a cycle and it's achievement. So this cycle of calling and being ignored, of calling and wanting something and knowing that's why you're being ignored. You know why you're being ignored. It's a power thing. They have the power to say, oh, I don't want to talk to you now. And you're desperately on the phone, say, please, please, please pick up. But know that with the World card, this is telling me that you have the power to end this cycle. You have the power to have the achievement of doing things for yourself. You don't need to be dependent. You are the queen. You need to know your power. So let's look at these cards. Wheel, independent, no, indecisively. Shall I cut that out? Maybe. Wheel, indecisiveness, allowing your life to ramble aimlessly. So I think that's where you are right here. Right? You've been dependent on the goodwill or whatever scraps that are coming from this other person. And you need control. You can control your life. You can control what is coming into your world. Horse, short journey. Horseshoe, good luck. Well, there you go. Good luck. I like that with the horse. That's cute. Whale, great worry over nothing. Let's put that there. Because what you are going to find out when you embody this hermit mentality, where you're going to look inside for answers, not always be on the phone looking for someone to solve something for you. When you start looking in at your own power and you pause and be quiet, what you're going to find out is that you don't need this worry. You're worrying for nothing. You have power. You don't need to worry. Club. Someone will try to make you do something against your will. Well, when someone else has power in a relationship, they will probably try to use that power and use that power, well, I guess, to make you dependent. And you're going to realize that you have the power to be independent. Right? Oh, look, yay! This is what we wanted to see the whole time. Happiness. When you are in your own power, you will have your own happiness. And it's going to be a blissful happiness. Look at this. Let's put the happiness with the world. You're going to find out that you do not need to hang off the phone. Oh, if I have to have my phone on because they might call. You do not have to be dependent for your own happiness. Let's look. We have April, March, and April. Or April to March. So either the journey is going to be short when you finally decide to do this, or the journey is going to be long. Either way, put them just together. Either way, you are going to come to this realization. You are going to find this happiness. You are the queen. You should know your power. You should be able to fully delight in that power that you have. You're not missing out on this happiness. You can have your own. That not phone call, the reason they're not calling you might be the best thing that happens to you once you start looking deeply inside as to why you are chasing. You need people chasing you. You can have that power. You need to realize that. You need this quiet time to realize that. You need to be the queen of your life. And it's going to be, such good luck and happiness. So this says short journey. So I'm thinking that once you realize how powerful you are, it will be a short journey to get your power back. It will be a short journey. When you put your mind to it, you are going to be making your own money. You're going to have your own bliss. And you need to realize that your happiness is dependent on you, not on someone else giving it to you. So thank you, Pile 3. I'm sorry that this cut off, but we got right back on track. Thank you, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. It was a different reading. I enjoyed that immensely. I hope this answered some things for you. Come back again, and I'll see you next time. Thank you, Pile 3.